I grew up on a farm in North Dakota, and we always had race horses. I became a high school counselor, and I always wanted to be at the track. And so finally one day I decided I'm just going to quit my job and do it full time. That's 30-some years ago. I've got a full barn, 50-plus horses. I have 9 grooms and 4 exercise riders. One of them is my daughter, who's also my assistant. And all my help has been with me for a long time. Chewy probably worked for me, I'm guessing 18 years. He started out as a hot walker, then advanced to a groom, became an exercise rider, and now he's become very competent, and I trust his opinion too. Dean's my son-in-law. We get along good. He has been very honest with me and gives me very good efforts. He's been very successful with me, and we've worked well together, and I value his input.
I grew up in Saratoga Springs, New York, and my dad used to go to the track during the summertime on the weekdays with all of his friends, and he brought me to the track one day, and I saw beautiful animals, of course, the horses, and then I seen the little guys that got on them, and I tugged on his pants, and I said, that'll be me someday.
Sky and Sea, probably my bright spot right now, is owned by Scott Rake from Elko, Minnesota.
Scott's a great guy. I mean, about 4 years ago, I think it was, he come pulling in, and at that time he had a Maserati. And I saw it, and I didn't know. I was like, man, what kind of car is that? And he goes, oh, it's a Maserati. I said, oh. I said, can you go for a ride in it someday or something? He says, you can. He goes, if you win, he had a horse called Man of Men. He goes, if you win on Man of Men, he said, you can have it for the weekend. And I said, oh, okay, great. Well, he ended up winning, and he handed me the keys in the paddock. He said, here you go, here's the keys. And so I mean, Scott, I wish we had a million owners like him. I mean,
he sends me these horses. He sent me this filly last year. She started out kind of slow as far as learning ability. And it finally got to the point where one day we decided let's get her into a race and see what she can do. Maybe competition will help her. And the first time out, she became a barn buster.
Sky and Sea, also very prominent just off the heels of Pounce. And Sky and Sea gamely splits filly Sky and Sea at 5-1 with a keen turn of speed.
She won by 16, very aggressive, quite a nice surprise.
Sky and Sea, I started riding last year. The first couple times I started, I think she's like Kentucky bred or something because she's training pretty good. If I ask Bernell, what bred is this? Is it Minnesota? No.
It is the Francis Genter Stakes. Welcome back to the Dark Star Press Box. I'm announcer Paul Allen. We're going to handicap this $60,000 race momentarily, and trainer Bernell Rhone looks to win it for a 3rd consecutive year. A couple of years ago, he won with Happy Hour Honey. Last year, Badge of Glory. This year, he has Sky and Sea, the prohibitive favorite in the Francis Genter Stakes. In the Genter.
The race kind of pretty much went the way I expected it to go. I thought 1 or 2 horses would challenge her early, and they did, but she's just a very gifted athlete.
Sky and Sea right to the lead. Sky and Sea trying to run away in the Francis Genter, leading it from Cat Sister by 1.
after the first eighth of a mile, then she just I went to try and take a hold of her, and you could see she threw her head up. I just let it go and just let her do it, and she was running comfortably. She had her ears forward, and she was happy.
Sky and Sea opens up by 5 from Stella Brini. After that, we have Thunder and Honey running on late, but Sky and Sea is way too talented for these girls, and Sky and Sea and Dean Butler are the Francis Genter champions.
Sky and Sea has been getting a little better each trip. She's a horse that's got tons of talent, likes to train, and I don't know that we've even seen her best yet.